Drunk Fish Gaming.
Hello and welcome to Drunk Fish Gaming. I'm Fighting Drunk.
And I'm Lordjimthefish, and today we're going to be talking about the World Championships and what is it all about. It's complete speculation, none of this is fact, and we just thought, it was an interesting subject and we want to know what's going on, so we thought we'd chat about it.
We put our ideas out there.
That's right, so please comment below if you think they're complete rubbish or actually they had some merit.
Or if you've got any ideas of your own.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So the first idea that we came up with is that this becomes sort of a world championship type thing, where players from each country compete against each other to find a champion for that country, who will then go on to face the champions for all other countries in a world championship.
Yeah, and that would be just like the Olympics, except you achieve slightly less.
I was going to say the Football World Cup, but we watch different sports.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
So I think this would be quite an interesting one, though it could become quite disengaging for a lot of people, especially if they're knocked out early. So it would have to have something that continues in the background, so that if you don't make it, you can still be playing something and prove how good you are.
Yeah, so I think that like different tiers underneath, the top players could be then competing across different countries. That'd be quite good because you see what sort of rank you are across
you could just
different areas.
Brackets of maybe 5 ranks in a go.
Yeah, I think that would keep people engaged, wouldn't it? They not be so elitist.
Exactly.
Yeah, so our second idea would be that you would take out all shards, and it would just be literally the top of the top players. But this is, super elite people that are spending loads of money on their character.
Yeah.
And I can't really explain shards, so Fighting Drunk can quickly take you through that. But...
So a shard is the group of players that you are competing against within your arena. These are all based on when you actually unlock the arena, so it should be people of similar levels. Of course, this is going to vary depending on how much people spend, how much people play, etc. But it means that you don't go straight away into a game and there is someone already at level 80 when you're only at level 30.
Yeah, keeps it fair-ish.
Yeah, to an extent. Those that are paying will obviously see the benefits, but you'd expect them to because they're paying for all the free-to-play players.
Yeah, that's right. So that could be an interesting one to try. I don't think it would be particularly engaging for everyone there. And only really, top 10 would be like, great, you just spent loads of money.
I think it'd be quite interesting. There'd be a lot of bragging rights involved. Imagine if you could get to top 10 or even rank 1 as a free-to-play player.
That would be pretty cool.
That would really prove that
shows your skills.
You are good at the game, and it's not down to the size of your pocketbook.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, the third idea we had is actually something that has come from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you don't play it, it's a great game. I definitely recommend checking it out. And it is known as Grand Arena Championships there. So this is where you are faced off against one opponent at a time. Each of you sets a group of defensive squads. You get a day to do that, and then you get a day to attack each other's defenses. I always find this quite fun because it means that you aren't just relying on one squad. It means that you've really got to think about what are the good characters that work together, how can you attack and have a solid defense at the same time, because you can't use characters more than once.
Yeah, so it adds a very deep level of complexity, which actually could be quite interesting to sort of plan out. I think you need a piece of paper you need to go through, and then
I've got a notebook.
We're gonna have, so we've got a notebook.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Could be an interesting one to try.
I just think using more than 5 characters at a time is going to be quite interesting, because a lot of people will have built up a set of 5 right now, something that they can take into their tower, their arena, their raids. It's something that they don't really need to focus on others for.
Yeah. So those were the only 3 things we thought could actually be part of the actual things you play. The only other thing to think about is then how long these things would actually last. So tournaments at the moment are like three-ish days, and you get a fair bit of chance to do your battles. But then there's also some tactical things there, because if you start, trying to fight people in the last 10 minutes of the battle and you then lose all your points, you then go all the way down. So there's some thoughts about that.
Yeah.
But it could be weeks, it could be months. I mean, Olympics is a month worth of activity.
Yeah.
So who knows?
But if it was the No Shard Arena, that would be a lifetime thing. So
yeah, just be constant. Yeah, like the world rankings.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's just something that we have no idea about, and we'll see when it comes out.
So the other bit about thinking about the championships would be, what type of rewards could you actually get from this? You're putting all the effort in. What are you actually going to get out of it, apart from the enjoyment of playing the game?
Obviously, that's all we all think about. It's not the loot. It's always the loot.
It's all about
it's the endorphin loot.
Dopamine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I want it.
Need it.
Yeah. So I mean, it would be the standard things like you would get your gold. So I mean, it's, at the moment you get where I'm ranked, it's like 200k gold for a normal tournament and some other bits and pieces. But for this, it would just like be the epic thing to try and keep you up at that level number 1. Although again, that would, you'd have to spend money to compete. But anyway, so it would be your Dracoins, your XP tomes, your characters, ability scrolls and runes, etc. Just all the standard things. It would just be the best you can get. So
it's quite an interesting one, because if you did get Dracoins, if you got characters especially, that means those that are placing at the top are going to get ahead. They would then need to make sure they're using those to stay ahead, and if you never get there, you're always going to be the person behind. So it's going to really increase the gap between the top and other players.
Yeah.
So whatever gets done would really have to be balanced pretty well, actually.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I'm guessing they would do tiered rewards as well, so that if you took part, you'd get some form of benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, it would suck otherwise. And actually, one of the things I was thinking about was actually get a real life medal. That would be awesome. I would wear that in my videos.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Though it's more like I wouldn't speak to you.
Maybe. I'm just not very good.
One day.
One day. Yeah, after hours and hours of playing, I will eventually get there.
Or spend some money.
Or spend millions of quid. Yeah, we'll see.
It doesn't cost that much.
Well, we'll see. It'd be interesting to get the
Not
stats
yet.
back from a tournament like this. So that's what we're currently thinking in terms of speculation. Let us know what you think, whether you think it's complete rubbish or actually has some merit. And obviously, if you have any ideas yourself, note some things down in the comments.
See you on the next video.
Bye.
Drunk Fish Gaming.